what was this? Dodging the bullet.
Yes.
That actually was probably that decision was probably a combination of the reporter in question may have decided, this is not the story I want. This is not the kind of reporting I want to do. This is not the kind of reporting that I want to be associated with. Because some reporters out there do not want they're good enough, or they've done their chops, that they've earned, that they can be able to pick and choose the kind of things they want to do. And they don't want to be part of that bad press anymore. They don't want to do that crap. Also a part of it was the editor. The editor is really the guy that makes the decisions, even at TV. And so a decision was made. We don't want that. It's going to be embarrassing for us. You know, the fact that it's embarrassing for the con, yes, that's embarrassing too, but it's going to be embarrassing for us, especially since AnthroCon is one of those. How many attendees you had at AnthroCon last year?
Almost 4,000.
Almost 4,000. Okay, a 4,000 person convention brings in a lot of money. You know, maybe not on the level of like a WorldCon, because a WorldCon, we're talking millions for a WorldCon, but it brings in a hell of a lot of money to the local economy. You don't do stuff to piss off those conventions, even fur conventions. That was also part of the decision there too. I can almost guarantee you, money is a big factor, and AnthroCon's a big con. So, but yeah, that's good to hear that they actually did that. And
yes. I was. You ever heard the expression "so relieved you could just shit yourself"? Well, we won't go into details.
Thank you.
But there's a difference between ABC News, NBC News, CBS, the Seattle Mariner, whatever you call the newspaper here, and hi, I'm Tyra Banks. Can I ask you some questions? Comedy Central, HBO. These people are not news people.
Access Hollywood.
G4.
Entertainment Weekly.
No. They're not reporting news. They're looking for something that will titillate the sensibilities of the 48-year-old soccer mom in Kansas.
They want gossip.
Yes.
They want something those soccer moms can gossip over the weekly tea or something. I know I'm being extremely stereotypical. I apologize, but
well, furries don't know anything about stereotypes.
No.
I had a problem with G4 showing up at AnthroCon 2005. After I quietly explained to them that, well, we only have a certain number of time slots and personnel available for press, and we've already filled them up this year, maybe next year. Terribly sorry. Well, they showed up anyway. And I sat them down and I carefully explained to them, I said, gentlemen, you have to understand that I know what you're here for, and quite frankly, this organization does not need that sort of exposure. It's not what we're about. And please don't look at me with those shocked expressions, fellas. One, I'm a scientist. Two, I'm a geek myself. I watch your show. I know. So I'm sorry you came all this distance. I'll give you a press packet. I'll give you some photos if you want, but I would really not rather have you wandering around my convention. And I had to ask them to leave. And then outside, they ran into a bunch of fanboys. Oh my God, you're the guys from G4. You should come hang out with us. And they did. Up in the hotel room, and they got the story they were after. Thanks a lot, fuckheads. I've caught in some flack because, Kage is like a control freak. He tries to control the media. Goddamn right I try to control the media. I want them to see what I want this organization to look like. I want to put the best face on it. Guys, look at this, 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 and this. The second you say, don't look at that, they won't look at that.
Oh, yeah.
You can look at that if you want to, but he's not with us. Not anymore.
And if you think that's controlling, that is actually a very common attitude you'll get with a lot of the large conventions, even the mainstream ones, because they want to pick and choose. They don't want bad exposure. They want good exposure. A lot of the time, mainly because it's about money. Bad exposure means people stop coming. So,
they do.
Yeah.
It means that your host hotel says, guys, I don't know if I really like you being in my hotel this year.
Very bad reputation. I hear you associate with those NAMBLA freaks?
Huh?
No, we don't!
That is news to me. Who said that? Well, look at this YouTube video from Entertainment Weekly. It's like, interesting.
They happen to interview the one person that happened to be out as an AMLA, who just happened to be at the convention at the time.
I refer to that as Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
Every family reunion, you know, 1,000 members of the Conway family, but over here is Uncle Frank. He's the one the parents don't let the kids talk to. And you can't keep him out of the family reunion, but he just sits by himself. Every convention has an Uncle Frank running around, and that's the one the media's gonna find. And they say putting the best face on the fandom. That's the face that it's gonna have.
Yeah. Well, and what gets me, and this is, and I apologize if I'm giving you a slightly impolitic to our gracious host, RainFurrest, but this is one of the things I found silly about the RainFurrest, media policy. Especially since I happen to be the one person that they allowed to shoot here officially. When you deny media, I mean, sometimes you have to, like he did, please leave, that sort of thing. But when you just outright say, no media whatsoever, all you are doing is telling the media there's something to hide.
It's blood in the water.
It is blood and chum in the water. Okay, the feeding frenzy has just begun. Last year, I didn't see anybody that said trip my Twinkie alarm this year, but last year, there were several people. Long story. Last year, there were several people that just their behavior and what they were doing tripped me as odd. Nobody knew me last year, so they didn't say that they were press, but they had the professional cameras. And now there are professional photographers here who are not press, and they have the professional cameras. So just that is not a tell. But it's like I said, it's the behavior, what they were shooting. I watched. I sat and watched. It was in the dance, and it was in various other places. I watched specifically what they were shooting. They weren't just shooting the fursuits. They were shooting the furries and the fursuits who were having the most fun. Okay, let's be honest. It's a dance. People want to enjoy themselves. They want to let their hair down, and yeah, they maybe want to exercise a little extra stuff. That's not. We're not going to say it's rated R, but maybe a little PG-13. It's a dance. They're having fun. No problem. But it was that they were taking pictures. Trip, Twinkie alarm just went off. Oh my God. I think that person is press. But did he say press? No. I'm just going to take fun. He was wearing ears. He had a tail. Okay?
Oh God, they're disguising themselves.
Yes! And they matched. Okay? They did enough research to not just to grab something random, a random tail and a random ears. They actually wanted to fit in. And they did a fairly decent job. I only caught it because, like I said, I was looking for that outward behavior. I was looking for what they were shooting at. I wasn't just looking at them shooting. I was looking at what they were shooting at, because that's where you're going to find whether or not they're legitimate press. Just think of yourself as I need to pay my bills. My electric bill hasn't been paid. I got kids in school I need to pay for. I need to get a story. Imagine yourself like that, okay? Now imagine you're going up to a convention trying to get your story because you think it's an interesting story. You think it's, or maybe your editor assigned you. Okay, get the story. Oh, no, you're not allowed. Well, first of all, I don't like being told I'm not allowed. I understand why it's necessary, national security and all, when I'm trying to break into the Pentagon, but, that at least is understandable. But a furry convention? I'm not allowed. I'm a U.S. citizen. That's discrimination. I am the epitome of the First Amendment. I am the press. Yes, they're going to get that indignant. They're not going to show it, but they're going to get that indignant. They're hiding something. That's it. They're hiding something. You know what? They can't stop me. They can stop me if I tell them I'm press. Ha-ha! I won't tell them. I'll hide. I'll be sneaky. I'll have a little tiny microphone which you can't see. You can, but I'll have a little tiny camera in my bag which I'll show around. Oh no, you know what? Better yet, hide in plain sight. I'll bring a professional camera because I know they have people who want to take good, solid pictures of things. I'll bring my real good camera, and I'll be a photographer. And I'll have fun, and I won't tell them I'm press. They're gonna be here. They're gonna show up. The no press policy in my, and granted, this is an opinion. The no press policy, in my opinion, makes more enemies than reduces.
Yes.
And again, you're gonna get the bad press. There's no way about it. I wish there was. Okay, the only thing you can do is try and get as much good press to offset that as possible. And saying no press, well, what about when you're me? You are good press, and you've just been told no.